My life is useless. Whatever I try, it ends in failure. I've never known a single moment of happiness. What kind of cruel pen did God use to write my fate? Standing on the edge of a hill near Stonehill Village, Will felt the weight of his despair crush him. He looked down at the long drop below and whispered to the wind, "Today I will jump from this hill and end my life." As tears streamed down his face, a strange sight caught his eye. A mysterious book was floating in the air just a few feet away, its pages gently fluttering in the breeze. What is this strange book? He wondered, his despair momentarily replaced by curiosity. As he reached out, the book opened by itself. Inside, written in elegant script, was his own name, Will, and below it a single sentence, "Flower farming will bring you success." Will was stunned. Could this be real? Could this book actually be telling the truth? He had nothing left to lose. All right, he decided, a tiny spark of hope igniting within him. I will trust this one last time. With a newfound resolve, Will ran home. "Father," he said, his voice firm, "from today, we will grow flowers." His father, Mr. Michael, looked up, his face etched with worry. "Son, we just lost everything in rice farming. The entire crop was destroyed. What if this also fails?" "We can't afford another loss." Will placed a reassuring hand on his father's shoulder. "Father, we have to try something to survive. If God wishes, this time it will work." Just then, his mother, Mrs. Anna, brought them their simple meal of rice and lentils. Their life was a constant struggle, a daily fight against poverty. The pressure mounted a few days later when the village moneylender, Mr. David, stormed up to their small hut. "You still haven't repaid your loan," he shouted, his voice echoing through the quiet village. "Either you pay me back soon, or I'm taking your land." Will's heart sank. When will this poverty ever leave us? He thought, but aloud he promised his father, "Don't worry. This time, nothing will go wrong." One night, the sky opened up. A terrible storm descended upon Stonehill Village, with heavy rain and winds that howled like a hungry wolf. As his parents huddled inside, Will suddenly stood up. "Father, I must go out. Someone's life is in danger." His mother cried out, "Son, the weather is terrible. Where are you going in this storm?" Will looked at her, his expression serious. "I will explain everything when I return." Fighting against the wind and rain, Will made his way to the house of the village head, Mr. Robert. He knew that Mr. Robert's son Tom had been unwell. When he arrived, he found Tom burning with a high fever, his condition worsening by the minute. Without a second thought, Will ran back out into the raging storm. He walked for miles in the pouring rain until he reached the home of Dr. James and convinced him to come. The doctor examined Tom and then turned to Will. "You arrived just in time," he said, his voice filled with relief. Another hour's delay could have cost him his life. Tom was saved, thanks to Will's bravery. A few days later, Mr. Robert came to Will's house. "Will," he said, his voice thick with emotion, "you saved my only son. You risked your own life for him. From this day forward, I forgive your entire debt." "You owe me nothing," Will replied humbly. "I only did my duty, sir. This village is our family. We have to look out for each other." As the days turned into weeks, something wonderful happened. Their field, once a symbol of their failure, was now a vibrant sea of color. The flower crop had bloomed beautifully. At the bustling river market, Will's flowers were the talk of the town, selling at the highest price. His father, Mr. Michael, looked at the earnings with tears of joy in his eyes. "God has truly blessed us, son, and the good news didn't stop there." A marriage proposal arrived for Will. His mother beamed with happiness. "The girl is from a good family, Will. They are kind people." Will, whose heart had been so heavy just a short time ago, felt a genuine smile spread across his face. "I like her, mother." One morning, while walking through their property, Will found himself on the patch of barren land they had long given up on. On an impulse, he started digging into the dry soil. His shovel hit something hard. He dug further and uncovered an old chest filled with gold coins and money buried long ago. His father rushed over, his eyes wide with disbelief. God has truly changed our fate, he exclaimed. But his mother, wise as ever, added, this wealth is not only ours. We must use it to help the poor villagers who are struggling just as we were. The day before his wedding, Will felt an urge to look at the magical book again. He opened it, his heart full of gratitude, but the words he saw made his blood run cold. Today you will face death. Fear gripped him. Tomorrow is my wedding. How can I die today? Confused and terrified, he walked towards a nearby cliff to clear his head. As he took a step, he froze. A venomous snake lay coiled on the path right in front of him. He was trapped. If he stepped back, he would fall off the cliff. If he moved forward, the snake would surely bite. Trembling, Will closed his eyes and prayed. God, you gave me everything. Please, don't take it all away now. In that very moment, as if hearing his plea, the snake uncoiled and silently slithered away into the bush. Will was saved. 2 days later, the entire village celebrated Will's wedding. The elders gathered to give their blessings. May you always stay happy, one said. May God keep you and your partner together forever, said another. Will smiled, looking at his new bride, his family, and his friends. He finally understood. Hard times do not last forever. When life pushes you to the edge, faith in yourself and kindness towards others can create a new path. It's a simple truth that Will now carried in his heart. When you save others, life has a way of saving you too. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires and uplifts.